Hello and welcome back to my craft room. It is half-term week here in the UK, so I've got guest crafter Macy with me.
Hello.
Regular viewers will remember Macy. She's probably bigger than last time you saw her though. When you just turned 11?
12.
12! She just turned 12. God. See how far behind the times I am. And how old is Finley now?
8 on Thursday.
8 on Thursday. I can remember you when you were this big. Oh, anyway, right, so we've got something new to try today. We've got this
This block crafting set.
so it's a it's for printing on fabric and paper. It's wooden printing blocks.
Yeah.
And I've had that kit knocking around for a couple of years. There's a couple of extra blocks in there which I got free from Bazaar as well.
Yeah.
So, should we go to the desk and show? That might be better.
Yeah.
There we go. So this is the company I bought it from. They've got I'll leave a link to their YouTube channel. There's lots of tips and things on there. We had a quick look and then thought, oh, let's just crack on and have a go ourselves. So should we have a look at what's in there? I'll show the fabric in a minute. Like what's in that kit. I'll let you do the unbagging. And they give you this bag, which is really nice. Oh, now that's from Bazaar because one of the blocks is from them. And while I say about Bazaar, I'll put a link to Bazaar as well. That's where I get my reclaimed Indian fabrics and things from. And if you order from them, if you put a message to the seller at the end, I will check what it is, but I think it's Arty Farty Annie Treat. They will put in a little extra with your order. It could be anything because Bazaar being what Bazaar is, it's unpredictable. It depends on what they've got. So remember that if you order anything.
There's a little bag.
I think I got that somewhere else and thought that will come in handy for printing. I'll put it in there. So it's perfect for.
Yeah.
It could become like a veg bag or something like that, or a little project bag or something. Oh, and that's the little sponges for applying the paint.
So I've got these two.
No, I think those might have been the couple of freebies that I got from my Bazaar order, and that's probably why I put that in there to remind me.
Yeah, maybe.
I can't remember. They've been in there for ages. Oh, I love that. It's a hare. I love that one. I forgot I had that one.
Yeah.
The old leaping hare thing is quite a popular motif, isn't it? I love that too. That's a fox, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
With that one, we could try something like it fading down to be deeper red at the bottom. You know, do a blendy thing. Oh, that's nice. As a little small repeat. I reckon these are going to be the block craft ones. Maybe. Oh, your nails look nice.
Thanks.
You're going to ruin them today, aren't you? Is that a French manicure?
No, I got it from Primark.
Oh, the stick-on ones.
Yeah, they're good.
Show them better. Wow, they're impressive, aren't they?
Yeah, you can get loads from Primark. They're £1.
Wow.
And
Just show them again and say, Johnny, look, this is how you put fake nails on. Johnny did a video where he was trying out some acrylic nails. Those look amazing.
Yeah, they're only £1 and it includes glue.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they fit your nails perfectly. I thought that was your nails.
Different sizes and everything.
Could you paint them if you wanted to?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So you get the yellow.
So this is a fabric fabric paint. So that's called mustard. Does it say if it's like, can you set it with heat so that it's permanent? After printed fabric is dry, heat set with a very hot iron to make permanent and washable. Iron directly onto print side of fabric for 5 minutes with dry or steam iron. Paint suitable for light fabrics and paper. So I think the cotton fabric's going to be ideal if we've got to use a hot iron on it.
Well, you've got a little bit.
Cute. That's like the one they were showing in the video. Isn't it pretty?
Yeah.
I got a feeling some of these are Bazaar. I think those are Bazaar and these are the block craft ones. Because they're a different quality, aren't they? So we can have one for each colour, hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, a little hedgehog.
Oh, love that. Oh, it's like fine. It's like because I chose these at the time, but I've forgotten.
Yeah.
It's like having them all over again.
Leaf.
Nice. So I can use that as a repeat pattern, like between that or the hairs, or
Is that like a sun or a flower?
yeah,
Paint.
water-based fabric paint. We'll have to be careful with clothes, won't we?
Yeah. And then the dark blue egg.
Duck egg
egg
blue. Duck blue egg. That's a pretty colour, isn't it?
Yeah.
So basically we've got 3 primary colours.
Yeah.
And that's it, is it? Is that all? Is that empty
Yeah.
now? Love that bag. And I'll just keep all my blocks,
Yeah.
printed blocks in there. I have got other wooden printing blocks as well. The wooden ones, I might as well
Yeah.
take them out and keep them together, because that's a
Yeah,
very
that's a
similar,
wooden
yeah, this bicycle one
This one.
and that one. So they're all carved wooden ones, aren't they? Whereas these others are rubber stamps that are just wood mounted.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna,
What was
yeah,
that, a
I'll
wood
keep
one?
them all together. This is what we've got. So what came in the Blockcraft kit was the paints and the applicator sponges. You got this so that you could go and find their YouTube channel with some demonstrations. And then I think you've got to choose so many stamps, but I
Yeah.
can't remember now. I can't remember. But I'm almost certain that those are a different quality from... I reckon, say you've got to choose 2 stamps, and I also picked 3 smaller ones or something as well.
Yeah.
And I think these are probably all from Bazaar,
Yeah.
or other places where I've picked them up as I've gone along.
Mm.
So this is the kind of thing. I mean, you know, Bazaar said about putting freebies in for
Yeah.
us. When they said that to me, it was before they put in a couple of these wooden stamps. I think it was those, because it was nearly Christmas time and I got
Yeah.
those. So that's the kind of thing. So it's quite nice if you do order from Bazaar. It's always nice. I mean, I think they're brilliant anyway. I
Yeah.
love Bazaar. I love the way they work. I love the stuff they sell. But it's always nice to get a little freebie as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, what else are we going to need? We can put this all to one side out of the way. I've pulled out some fabric, so I'm going to put that to one side. And then most of these came from that Contrado pack that
Is
I
it
got.
the way you get the free?
The free, yeah,
And
you
just pay
just
for delivery.
you pay £5.49 for delivery, and I got it the next day.
Yeah.
I think it's either the next day or the day after you get it. And you get this great stack of huge pieces of fabric all folded up. This isn't. This was from something else. But I've got a feeling all these others came from there. So we've got them. We could have a go on paper. I've got some big layout paper. We
Yeah.
might try that as well. And we've got our bag.
Yeah.
So I reckon try on some pieces of fabric first. Now Bazaar, I'm sure at some point I've heard them say that you need to condition these by soaking them for a while before you use them.
Mm.
I don't think they've mentioned that on block, and it's certainly not mentioned on the instructions, is it?
No.
I'll just double check. Quite brief instructions. It's important not to print onto a hard surface. Have a foam printing mat. Come to that in a minute. Yeah, they don't say anything about. So I think because you can see that these are different, they've got a different
Yeah.
finish on them. What I'm going to do is take these and go and leave them soaking in the sink next door,
Yeah.
and we'll just work with these for now,
Okay,
because
yeah.
that's enough, isn't it? For
Yeah.
now. I've also got a tray to put the paint onto. This is the one I use for screen printing and stuff.
Mm.
And I've got this,
The foam.
which is actually a stamping mat I used to use a lot back in the day when I did a lot of stamping. It's really, really dense. It's denser than a mouse mat would be, isn't it? I don't know how to describe it. It's just a really dense, so it's got a little bit of give, but you've got to press pretty hard
Yeah.
to get it to, because you don't want it too squishy, do you?
No.
But I reckon this will be about right.
Yeah.
I feel like let's try this bit of pink first, because that's the one I'm least bothered about,
Yeah. Okay.
just to get the feel of it.
Yeah.
And what I'm hoping is we can make some nice fabric that I can then use as the inside of journal wraps and things like that.
Yeah.
Or I might make it up into little gift bags or project bags or
Yeah.
whatever.
And then do them on your Etsy or something.
Yeah, I love having little bags to put. That's everything I need for that project.
Yeah.
In, you know. Huh, should we just go for it then?
Yeah.
Should I put all the colours out?
Yeah.
One of the things I want to try doing is I saw them like blending them together on the stamp, so that
Oh, yeah.
in the middle of
Yeah.
the stamp you've got both colours. Oh, We might need a stirry stick. Oh, look at that.
That's a nice colour.
Whoa. It's like a really luscious egg yolk.
Yeah.
Shall I ink it up and you
Yeah.
stamp
Okay.
it down the first time?
Yeah.
Are you brave enough?
Yeah.
And of course we can mix these colours, so we can
Yeah.
get purple and things. We
Purples,
could mix them
greens,
on the
orange.
thing. Yeah, we can get
Yeah.
everything really that we want with these, can't we?
Yeah.
Probably we'll want some black and some
Yeah.
white. Okay. Oh, I love this yellow.
Yeah, such a nice colour.
Yeah, just putting a really little bit out at the moment. We can just put more as we go along.
Yeah.
Right, what do you think? Should I put a bit of blue on the hair?
Yeah, okay.
So they showed, I feel like I want this to be damp first. They showed just tapping this all over to get a coat, get an even coat, didn't they?
Yeah.
If it's anything like stamping, that the first time you ever use it, first couple of times it's a bit and it gets better as you go along.
Yeah.
That looks like it's not covered all over.
Mm.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
And what they said was when you stamp it down, you don't press too hard with these medium-sized stamps. You more or less just kind of wiggle it back and forth and up and down. That's used all that paint that I put down. That one coat. So let's see. Go on then. I'll let you go first. Brave.
Where should I do it?
There. So rock it back and forth. Don't press down too hard. Just rock it back and forth and see if that seems right. And then if the pressure is wrong, we'll know how to adjust it. Go on, lift it up. See. Pretty good. And it's taken pretty much all that paint off.
Yeah.
Should we hold it up to the camera? So I would say that's not a bad impression at all, is it? I'm thinking I'm very happy with that. You can see there's that mottledness where it didn't seem to completely cover the stamp, but I wonder if that might get better as it goes on. And also it might even out as it dries. I like that the white spots have stayed very clean.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited about this. What should we try next?
The like little tree thing.
I think it's a seed head.
Yeah.
Or something. Okay, let's try mixing colour this time then. Let's try a little bit of the blue there, and then a bit of the red at the bottom.
Yeah.
See what happens.
We might mix in the middle.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. This is what I was hoping. That's what I was hoping to find tips about on their YouTube, because
you can sort of see in the mix in like a little
bit. So this is quite a little one, so you shouldn't need to press down too much from what she said. Just tip back and forth and side to side, and that should do it. And she said if you press too hard it gets a bit blobby, and that's skidded slightly. That might have been with just movement of the stamp, but it's not like it makes it unusable. And I like the graduation. Let's try doing
oh yeah.
Try that. Shall I try stamping this time and you try applying next time?
Yeah.
Let's do it at a different angle. Oops, I'm smudged at the last minute. Oh, mine isn't as good as yours, I don't think. But I still think it's usable.
Yeah.
Perfectly usable.
Because you could do like, if we had like other colours, like say we made green, we could do like a line of it so they look like all connected, if you get what I mean.
What, with these?
Yeah.
So it's like a
row
like a scene at the front. Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it?
Hmm.
Here you go then. That's got yellow on there. I'll let you do the applying this time. The paint isn't like drying up too quick or anything, so that's good. And I think the only thing we have to be careful of is, and that's got red, is if we get like that's got some red in it and some, which is fine, but if you then mix it with the blue, it could start to go a bit muddy.
Yeah.
Because so we'll just have to be mindful of that, won't we? Okay. Different angle again. It's hard to do the rocking without also moving the stamp, and that's how I ended up with that, and you've ended up with that there. That's a good one.
Mm.
And I can use these, like I could just cut out that hair and use that on one of my quilts.
Yeah, you could.
And stitch it around it.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
I feel like we might as well do some more of this on. Or should we try? Let's do one more and then we'll try. I want to see now what happens if I go over this now, because it's picked up nearly all that.
Yeah. Would it create like a purpley?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. So I'm really hardly pressing at all now. Let's see that. Oh, so it started to go a bit muddy there, but I do quite like it. I actually quite like that effect.
Yeah.
We could try putting some leaves in between as well, couldn't we?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to end up with all these colours all mixed up together. I'm a dirty painter. I'd never understand how people have like mixing palettes and end up with this lovely neat kind of. I never can. Okay, I think that's going to be pretty.
Yeah.
They're still quite mottily, aren't they?
Yeah.
Still getting that mottily thing. And like with the hair, I was thinking it might even out as it dried, but that hair one is pretty dry now, but you've still got the mottliness. I don't mind the texture of it, but if you wanted a solid colour, I don't know how you would do it. But that's probably just our inexperience. Now I've mixed all the yellow in there as well. Oh, let's try with the next one. We'll try getting even more paint on there. So this is quite a good practice piece, and I can use it. I can even cut out leaves and add them to my quilt and stuff, so none of this would be wasted. We'll just see if we'll try all the stamps and then we'll plan a piece, try and make an actual pattern.
Because you don't want to apply too much pressure or too little.
Yeah, it's different. And like she says, you can only practice till you get the feel of it. That's not a bad image, actually, is it?
Quite good one. Oh, it moved.
Let's put this ink it up again then.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a bit more of the red at the reddish colour at the bottom and go more into the purple at the top.
Oh, yeah.
So this is probably the littlest. Oh no, the leaf is the littlest one we've tried, I suppose.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good too. See, there's some bits where it is pretty solid, but I don't understand how to not get that mottly thing. Look at those colours there, don't they all look pretty? Just like that.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, I would have that as an ornament on a shelf. So let's put these out of the way. They're drying pretty quickly. That's dry to touch already. So if we now wanted to heat set this, you press a very hot iron directly to the printed side. So you don't put anything, no ironing cloth in between. You don't do it on a reverse. You just put it straight on there like that, and then it's permanent. You're supposed to be able to washing machine it and everything then, apparently. I think I probably wouldn't risk that, but I'm not doing the kind of things that I would.
Yeah.
But say it was like a scarf, it would be lovely to make as a scarf for someone.
Yeah.
they would want to be able to wash that, wouldn't they?
Mm.
Okay, this is a good sized piece to end
Yeah.
up turning into a journal wrap or something.
Yeah.
So let's plan it as if we're going to do that. So sort of thinking in terms of colours, I quite like the green with it.
Yeah. Do you
We
have
want
any,
kind of a repeat pattern, don't we?
Yeah. Do you have any like needle holders or something?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I want to make needle
Yeah.
holders. So I'm just thinking, what about repeating that? Sort of put it that way, that way, that way, that way, that
Yeah.
way, and then do the same with the leaf on the next
Yeah.
line
Yeah. Okay.
in those colours and see.
Yeah, and then see
how that
it
goes.
looks. Yeah. It's like once you've got the feeling of it,
Yeah,
it just gets easier
It just
as
feels-
you go along.
yeah, it starts to feel really kind of obvious.
Mm.
See, that is actually enough for a journal wrap. So
Yeah.
I'm going to leave that one as
Yeah.
is, and we can try something else. So this is, I think, one of the Bazaar blocks, and I've been soaking it because they recommend you doing that.
Mm.
You can see it's a different type of wood and stuff to the others.
Yeah.
So if I go here, and this would be an easy one because you're just slapping them bang up against each other. So fingers crossed.
You don't really have
That's
to
not
think
bad.
about angles either.
No, it's not too bad, is it? Because you're just going to be,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to mix them perfectly either, so we get some streaks, because I think that'd be
Mm.
interesting. Let's put a bit more red down here. That's it. I mean, you can do this with acrylic paint as well.
Yeah, probably.
Cheap acrylic paint, especially if you're not going to be washing it.
Mm.
And certainly for things like wrapping paper, I wouldn't bother using this for wrapping paper.
No.
So you've got to try and square that right up against that, no pressure.
Oh,
No, not there. Pretty spot on. The other thing I've got is a lot of rubber alphabet stamps.
Yeah.
That looks really like batik-y looking. It is. That looks like proper kind of Indian fabric, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's really, and it's very easy to do. It's just a bit laborious, but we can chat while we're doing it. Even if I just end up using this for the band inside,
Mm.
a journal wrap or whatever, just for the
Yeah.
pockety bit.
Yeah, that looks
Imagine
nice.
it like that, just as. Let's try a couple more of the ones we haven't
Yeah.
tried yet. Just use up the rest of this paint. What about this one?
Yeah, that one looks like a nice one.
What colours do you want? Let's use up what we got.
Maybe red, yeah.
Red. I'm not so keen on the red just by itself, really. I might just put some of that in with
Some
it
of
just
that,
to make
yeah.
it more interesting. There we go. You can try that one first. So that's quite a big one, isn't it? So
Yeah. Oh, that one was only £5.
yeah, see, different supplier
Yeah.
and different quality.
Yeah.
So there's room
I
for
feel like
improvement there.
It looks nicer on that.
It does look nice on there.
But then on there, I don't think
It's a
it
bit
looks nice.
not so keen. Yeah. I suppose if you, I mean, will it kind of interleaf if you? You know, can you get like a sort of all over? There's nowhere where it obviously joins up, is there? But I don't really want to get in the way of my fox there either. Let's do it. Oh. Let's try going. I don't know where to go.
Try
Maybe
and
the other
go
way
like,
up.
so, like them bits of leaves there, like try and connect them.
Yeah, it'd be good if they did.
I don't know if it will. Oh, it's gone over. Like
Yeah, it's sort of, yeah.
But do you like get what I
It's
mean?
just, yeah, it's just not as nice. It looks much
No.
nicer there than it actually does
nicer on
printed
there
out.
than on printed.
Yeah, I think maybe that's one just to keep as a
Yeah.
decorative thing. Not so keen on that. Let's try the bike.
Yes, sir.
Oh. Because I always like a bicycle. Bicycle. Right, so we've finished playing around, haven't we?
Yeah.
What did we think overall?
Yeah.
It's
I
quite
think-
easy.
Yeah, it's quite easy once you got the hang of it.
It got easier as we went along,
Yeah.
and we felt like the stamps were giving a better impression the more we used them.
Yeah.
What were our favourites?
Probably the leaf.
Yes.
Or
So we used the leaf here. We did a repeat pattern. So that is this leaf one. That was one of the block craft.
because it's a small one. I think it's quite easy.
Yeah, it's easier to just
So,
rock and not
yeah.
have to press.
And then I liked that one, which is that one.
yeah, that was so easy to do. So the leaf was one of the block craft stamps. This one was one of the ones I got from Bazaar, I think. And we just used different colours.
I mean, this one it was good, but like I feel like the edges then they weren't like sharpened.
They're
up.
not so crisp, are they?
No.
But there's a big difference between the price
Yeah.
in these blocks. These ones that came from Blockcraft, so it's these. Yeah, I think those are the ones. They look so lovely just like that, don't they, with the paint on. Those definitely are nicer finished and crisper and everything. Having said that, these are kind of half the price.
Yeah.
And
like they still work.
they're still good.
but they're-
I mean, we liked that.
Yeah, but like it's just the edges aren't as.
Aren't as, no. And the bike, I'm going to enjoy the bike. I just need to practice a bit more with it. I like how it's looking now as it dries, that one.
Yeah.
So what I might do is cut these out and have them as little kind of quilt patches or little labels or something. This will become part of a journal roll or a pencil roll or something. We quite liked this one. We found it was harder than we thought to create a repeat pattern, didn't we? But again, I've done it bearing in mind that I'm going to use it as the back of a Kawandi quilt that I will turn into a journal roll or something. I think my favourite in some ways is that hair print with we definitely liked the blend in the colours, didn't we? And whereas normally you think, oh, don't put green and red together, the way they sort of mixed actually looks quite nice, doesn't it?
Nice, yeah.
So
Sort of depends on like the shades of the green and red.
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
For like a sage green.
Yes.
and like
definitely. Rather than a yellowy green.
Yeah.
Yeah, sage green and a pinky red is a nice combo.
A nice combo.
So I'm going to carry on. Macy's got to go in a minute, but hang on, I lost my mouse again. We covered. It's mayhem in here. Look, I look like a giant now. So yeah, it's quite fun, isn't it? It's quite easy. It's going to be very easy clean up because it's all water based. One of the nice things was that the paint stayed wet quite nicely while we were working with it, but it did dry on the fabric really fast.
Yeah.
And now if I just heat set that, so not the reverse side, heat set with the iron directly on the right side of the fabric, very hot, that will set it so that I can, apparently it's all washable even for a machine, although personally I wouldn't. Oh, we did a one disappointing one, didn't we? So this one we thought was so pretty,
but then when you stamp it,
it just didn't look all that on the, so that's just going to become a decoration. And it's almost time for you to go home now. But thanks for helping me do that. Be my co-presenter. It was harder than we thought it was going to be to make a nice design.
Because on the video they made it look quite easy.
Yeah, but some of their videos do give you tips about repeat designs and stuff, and also using a border stamp to make an all over design, which is probably quite a good thing. So yeah, I might have a look at the videos and then carry on and do some more of this. I just love the look of those stamps there like that with all those colours still on them. Yeah. And I'm sure the guy told me he doesn't bother like scrubbing them or anything. He just wipes them off and rinses them or whatever. And every so often applies a little bit of teak oil or something to keep them good. Right. Well, thank you very much for joining us today, and we will see you again really soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
I lost the mouse.